morning, future Callie Waffles and I are out on a breakfast walk before I start the workday and put my head in the VR. We're home from breakfast adventures, and now we shall have actual breakfast. Breakfast consists of 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of spinach, 1 thing of protein powder, and 1 frozen banana. Breakfast. I'm gonna answer a question. So I get this question a lot in the comments or from people who watch my channel IRL. So I wanted to talk about it. Why does your channel change so much? You used to do talking head videos, and then you did VR videos, and then you did something else, and then you did art videos, and now you're doing this Amnesia Diaries thing. What is going on? Look, there's a thief. What? Poke, poke, poke. Aww. That wasn't very nice.
What do you think is gonna happen when you poke it with a giant finger?
Giant finger. Oh, and there's a doget. I can pet the doget. So people constantly ask me about like why shit is constantly changing on here, and I'm going to use my notebook as sort of a visual reference guide to why. This is my master notebook, and this is my current notebook, and the pages from here go into here. So this one goes back to March of this year. So we're just gonna look at a thing. This is a living document. So this is my thoughts and notes and journaling and pages tearing and stuff. And you'll notice like it has a lot of different kinds of aesthetics in it. So there's like, starts with some pen drawings and a bunch of pages that are just ink. And me talking to myself, and eventually there's more drawings are added, and drawing in different pen colors and different types of drawings. And so this is how my notebook works. Like it has sort of local consistency, I would say. Like I don't change things up all the time, but as the months go on, the journal changes a lot and other kinds of pages get added. But see, here in the middle of April, I'm still making those sort of lumpy drawings. Where's a lump drawing? Lump drawing, come back! These little lump drawings and different experiments. And then as we get into May, let's see. Oh, still lump drawings in May. But the journal sort of slowly changes as I get access to new materials or new ideas or something. And that's true of the YouTube channel too. Like, my YouTube channel is a living document. It responds to my moods and my access to materials and what I'm thinking about and what I'm working on. And that's sort of why it changes so much. So here we're in, what is this, June? And there's, the tape faces start in June. And, I like that one. So as the journal goes on, things change. Sometimes there's, local consistency, and then all of a sudden you'll get something like this, where like there was an event and they had this thing and I included it in the journal, which breaks local consistency. And let's get into the beginning of July. Ooh, June is real heavy. Turn, June, turn. All the way, please. Thank you. And then in July, like, a lot of it is consistent with the last month. There's tape bases, there's just little tape drawing bits, there's tape words, and then later on in the month, there's pencil instead of pen, or, like adding other kinds of paper from magazines or from notebooks, other kinds of tape drawings, and that sort of slowly turns into other things. Little pencil drawings and notes on different things. And now just recently I'm trying, before I was using all this lined paper, and now I'm using lined paper much less, and I'm interspersing it with this colored paper or pages that I make out of magazines and try drawing on, although that wasn't totally successful, but whatever, just leave it in there. Or magazine pages glued on printer paper, sort of all these different ways. And then just now I was working on some cut up newsprint for drawing. Using different materials to make the images and the words and stuff. Which brings me to a thing that I have definitely talked about here before. In Future M, I can almost guarantee that you're still obsessed with this concept. But my work centers around this thing, collage aesthetics, where it's not just paper glued to other paper, but sort of using that concept in technology, using it in notebooks, using it by cutting up your old work and gluing it, air quotes, gluing it into your new work, and using all of that sort of mixing and churning and like cutting up and recombining and all this for a combinatorial explosion. That collage aesthetics really gives you this way of mashing up different bits of culture, whether they're external culture or your own work, and creating new ways of thinking with them. And that is one of the main reasons why this channel changes so much. Because I change, and because I have no interest in playing the sort of view get YouTube algorithm has game. I don't make these videos for anyone but myself. They're literally dedicated to my future self. Hi, Future M. I know you don't remember this happening, but you're real depressed today, and I hope you're less depressed in the future. So, yeah, I'm welcome people to watch, but you should not have the expectation that this is a channel designed for easy consumption. One of my very first videos, if you go back to the talking head section, is called Harder is Better, and because it drives your brain to like consistently like re-engage, to choose engagement, as opposed to the sort of Instagram model where an algorithm determines how to force engagement out of your brain. So yeah, I'm not here to make it easy. This channel certainly doesn't make it easy to follow, or the videos make it easy to watch, but they are here nonetheless. This is what I'm doing, changing up all the things constantly. Yeah.
It means many different things in different dialects.
Hello! That was the very end of the San Francisco Writers Workshop held at Alley Cat Books on, what is today? Tuesday evening. Turning. It was great. I did not read. I will probably read next time. Light! So people were out in a bunch of different genres and stuff and like read their work. And I plan on reading stuff from the novel, but I'm also really interested in producing little audio book clips of my writing and having them like scored and sort of playing those without people reading text, to see how that goes, because that is one form of writing I'm really interested in doing, is sort of produced scripted fiction podcast, I guess, like Night Vale, but more like short stories or something. So I'm gonna try that there. And now Waffles and I, there's waffles back there, are going home, and Steve is making the ramen. Ah, bedtime. I have my first personal training appointment tomorrow morning at the gym, to see how to get all the muscles. I want all the muscles. Her muscles. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, Reggie. Good night, Future M.